So this is the installation video for the new Twist-A-Throttle system. The installation itself is very simple. You just need a few simple hand tools. You'll need a T27 driver. You'll need a pair of side cutters, some wire strippers, flathead screwdriver, and a heat gun of some kind. So all of this is contained within the kit. You have a wire loom to dress your wires after you're done with the installation. You have the actual throttle system itself. You have a piece of grip in here for some of the smaller shaft trimmers if you need it. You have your new kill wire, kill switch, and it comes with 2 wire connectors. So, to get started, what you're going to do is you're going to take the air cleaner off of your trimmer. Okay, once you get the air cleaner off, you're going to expose the wires that go to the kill for your magneto. There's a little tab you bend up there. Pull those wires out. There's a little clip that holds them into the body. Pull those out, expose them. You're going to loosen the throttle grip itself, the existing one. Should be the 4 T27 hex screws. Then that piece comes apart. You loosen the 2 T27 hex screws on the main shaft that goes into the body of the string trimmer. And then there are 2 T27 bolts inside the throttle that hold it in place. So now all of that is loose. You pull the main shaft out of the body of the trimmer. And then slide the old throttle off the shaft. Pull the old throttle cable out of that body. And then cut the 2 wires on the shaft side of the plugs. The plugs should stay on the weed eater side of the wires. And then you slide the old loom off. And set the old throttle assembly aside. So then you're left with this here. The next step is you're going to take the new Twist-A-Throttle throttle assembly and you're going to slide that onto the shaft of the weed eater. You'll notice the new Twist-A-Throttle has the channel here for the new throttle cable to sit in. That goes towards the back of the shaft itself. You slide the shaft back into the trimmer body till it gets seated in there good. And then you tighten those two T27 bolts down. Now, you take the throttle cable, feed it through the channel in the new throttle system. Then you put that in there to where you can pull that throttle cable through. You'll notice in that channel there's a little notch for the bead on the end of that throttle cable to go in. Stick that in there. Then put the cap back on that. And then tighten the two screws in. Don't tighten them down too much so that you can still move and adjust that throttle system to where you want it. All right, once you've gotten the new throttle system where you want it and tightened down, the next step is going to be installing the new kill switch. So you loosen the bolts on the bottom side of the kill switch. Put the bracket back on the bottom side. Get those started. Then adjust the kill switch to where you want it. Snug it down. Next step is going to be hooking up the kill switch to the coil or magneto. Cut the two ends off. Take your wire strippers, strip just a little bit of wire. Off of each wire, and then do the same on the weed eater itself. Use the included wire connectors. Put one on each wire. If you need to peel back some of that coating that's already there, it's absolutely fine to do that. Just trim off any excess that you have. Take your connector, put it on the end, get your crimpers, crimp that down. Make sure you've got a good connection on there. Then it does not matter which wire comes off of the trimmer itself. Just pick one, put it in the other end of that connector, crimp it down as well. Then do the same for the other wire. Once you have those, take your heat gun, and shrink down those connectors. Make sure they make a watertight seal. Once you've done that, collect the wires that you just soldered or connected in from the kill switch. Use the included loom to loom it with the throttle cable. This is just to keep all of that stuff together, nice and neat and out of the way. All right, now that you've got that loomed together, roll your trimmer back onto its side. We'll get in here, tuck those wires back in where they need to be, bend that metal tab back down, and then put your air filter back in, put your air cleaner back on, and your installation should be complete. This is what your finished product looks like. Your throttle system works by twisting this. Much better, much more simple design, much more user-friendly. If you guys have any questions, feel free to contact LMS Enterprises. Information's right there on the bottom of the package. Thank you guys for your purchase.